Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hello. Hello. Whoopsie. Everybody, sorry about the awkward start here. We're just getting going. Here. Hold on, let me send. I know I'm not on screen yet. Hold on. We're just getting going. Everybody take a seat. Come on. Trying to send a link to my friend here, even though he's not. All right, hold on. See, I had this set up because I recorded playing a game. I was playing a game without myself on camera, so I'm off screen. Look, I'm not a real YouTuber. Sorry if you think I'm a real professional guy, but fuck. All right, well. Let me just check something. Okay, I'm going to just check to make sure I'm recording. This is the annoying intro I do all the time. Every week I have an intro where I'm like checking to make sure it's working. Just so you guys know, it's going to be a good, amazing episode in a second here. Okay, there we go. All right, we're back with another episode. This is episode 192. Thanks everybody for getting here. Thank you for sitting down and being patient. Thank you everybody for taking your seat. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with another episode of This is a Feel Good podcast, everybody. Okay, I want everybody to just feel vibe, and Victorious Vibe is the name of this song. And that's how I want you guys to feel when you're watching Victorious, like the old Nickelodeon show with that pervy producer, Dan Schneider, or whatever his name was. Was that his name? Let me know. Dan Schneider. Or was it? I'm confusing him with Rob Schneider. Wasn't it? It was Dan. Anyway, it was a pervy guy who always took the feet pictures of the young girls on Disney and Nickelodeon shows. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. We cold today. Some snow on the ground here. You might want to be careful as you get home from your job or whatever. As you're making your commute. This is Radio 107.7, The Fun Zone. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. This is your DJ, Crazy Gary. And I don't have my sidekick here, where he's it's kind of awkward if you're the crazy half of the duo and the straight man isn't here, so I can't really be goofy today. I'm taking over, you know? Break news. Am I gonna break some news here? I don't know if you guys heard the headlines or have heard of this, but like the name of this episode, we're gonna be chatting about the old Ozempic. As you can see here, everybody, woman suffers life-threatening bowel injury and will have diarrhea forever after using Ozempic, according to a new lawsuit. An Ozempic user will suffer from diarrhea. I wonder if they say that differently over in the UK. Diarrhea. Diarrhea. Ozempic user will suffer from diarrhea from the rest of her life after sustaining a serious bowel injury, allegedly brought on by the injections of the wildly popular weight loss drug. An unidentified woman is one of a dozen people who have filed lawsuits against the parent company of Ozempic and sister drug Wegovy since November, according to a report published Saturday by the Daily Mail. Maybe I should go to that site instead because that's more of a UK site anyway. Thousands more patients have also come forward to claim they have suffered adverse reactions to the drugs. Many of the patients have suffered from gastroparesis, which is a medical name for paralysis of the stomach. The condition, which can be life-threatening, causes a buildup of food in the gut, and symptoms include nausea, vomiting, and severe pain. Oh no! Oh no! Daily Mail reviewed more than a dozen lawsuits since November by patients who are, I don't know what accent I went into. Some suffered life-threatening bowel injuries and face lifelong consequences. Apparently, they are saying that the manufacturer did not properly warn about the risk of gastroparesis on the drug's packaging. These are two of the young women who will now have diarrhea for the rest of their lives, I guess. She was diagnosed with gastroparesis, which caused her to vomit so much that some of her teeth fell out. A third case brought by a woman. Third case brought. Let's see, hold on. Apparently, they have 100 clients who are diagnosed with it, and it's investigating 1,000 more. There's no doubt in my mind there are going to be thousands of cases that will be filed. Okay, so I guess I'm wondering. I was talking to my friend about stuff, and diarrhea. I don't know. I wonder how that's it. You know what? I don't know. I wish I knew somebody that was like British that I could just look up how they say that word. I feel like it's different because they say everything different. They say pedophile like pedophile. I forget how they say it, but they say that differently too. Yeah. So I wonder. I'm confused. Like I was talking to Meatball Hero here about like obviously it's gonna have risk because it's an off-label. As you can see here, I'm a researcher and I know I've really studied this. Okay. So this is where you can come. Like, by the way, if you look into this, like it's illegal to look this up yourself. So make sure you stay tuned into me and Guidance Room for all the latest updates, because do not do your own research. It is illegal. Chris Cuomo and many others have recommended that people do not Google anything. Just go to me and I will tell you the scoop, okay? Don't go to those other, don't be looking up misinformation, malinformation, misinformation. What about Mr. Information? What's going on there? What if Mr. Information wants to be misinformation? Can that happen? Can that happen? I kind of want to see if there's any more news stories. I saw this like last week and shit. So now there's probably like or there might be a new one. I don't know. Yeah, like people people are saying like correctly, like, yeah, why wouldn't you just diet? Why would you go to this? Like those girls look like normal girl. Like, well, I guess it's the same thing with like plastic surgery. Young girls that are in their 20s or younger are getting Botox. Like they have no wrinkles and they're getting wrinkle reducing plastic surgery shit. The point, you have to. Well, yeah, I mean, but like, yeah, it's risky if it's off label. Something that's being used for off label. Like I would just assume it has like side effects or something. And it's too new of a drug. Like, anything new, I'm like, I'm just gonna wait and see who dies. Like I was saying that to somebody about the carnivore diet. Like, I don't know. I'm just gonna wait to see what the long term. Has anybody had those fucking fad diets for more? Like, first it was intermittent fasting, and then it was like keto, and then now it's carnivore. Like, oh, now I only eat meat, and I just don't like. I'm never gonna be carnivore. Like I've done, unless I really want to lose weight quick. Like that's what I do instead of doing Ozempic. Just do carnivore or keto or something. Or just, eat less and not be a But this is where we are in society. It's just all about, all you kids out there, you just don't get it. All you kids just want the quick fix. You just want the quickest way to lose weight, no matter what the consequence. Well, guess what? You may be having diarrhea. Diarrhea. Okay, I'm Googling it. Diarrhea. Here we go. I didn't know it was this easy to look this up. Oh, wait, you can't hear that, can you? God damn it. I don't like this. I don't like that I have to keep sharing. It should just like play the audio without me having to do this every time. Hold on. Sorry. Share screen. Diarrhea. All right. All right, class. Now guess how that the UK says diarrhea. Okay. Is that your guess? Well, here we go.
Diarrhea.
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 Diarrhea. It's the same, I guess.
Diarrhea.
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 Diarrhea. Yeah, it is a little like weird.
Diarrhea.
I'm gonna now have that as a sound drop. Anywho, that looks terrible. Yes, yes, yes. So, I mean, yeah, I was gonna look at the news. Let's see, is there any more? Okay, so it says here weight loss drugs may stop working, of course. Again, that's the same as you might as well do the carnivore diet or keto because that stops working. I'm sure that plateaus too. I mean, that's why you lose weight off it because like it's like a sudden, you just stop eating carbs and then the weight just melts off, I guess. But I'm sure it just plateaus and then it stops. I feel like I would be shitting myself on the carnivore diet. I don't know. I just feel like only eating meat, like I'd just be like having I don't know if he missed this, but guy in chat, that's not his name, but
diarrhea, diarrhea,
diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
diarrhea,
Okay, class. Now that's how you say those. And though if you go over to the UK, what if you got taught UK
diarrhea,
I don't know. I don't know if I can make it later. I have some
diarrhea, diarrhea, diarrhea,
it is spelled weird. I didn't know it was spelled like that unless I don't know, whatever. What if I just like talked about diarrhea the whole episode? What if I did that? That would be so crazy, dude. Can you imagine if I just did that? Like, holy shit. I'd be like crazy. That'd be crazy as fuck, dude. Diarrhea. Diarrhea. Sounds like, come over here, diarrhea. Why don't you come over here, diarrhea? See, these look like normal women and they're just getting on the Ozempic train and shitting the organs out. Well, like I named the episode, Ozempic Olympics. That's because I'm entering the Ozempic Olympics, everybody. Yeah. That's my news. I'm going to enter, and that's something that I definitely didn't make up, that if you're in the Ozempic Olympics, you take, like, you see who can lose weight faster, and you basically take more Ozempic, and you just keep, don't even worry about, like, what they say to take. You just keep stacking, you take more and more if you have to, because it's a competition, okay? So, I mean, yes, I have had some side effects from entering the Ozempic Olympics. One includes pieces of intestine bloody. Well, first of all, blood diarrhea will come out and stuff like that. Like you may vomit, like, pieces of your like organs or whatever. But like, I think it's kind of like, hey, no pain, no gain. I mean, these girls, I guess, can't handle what you have to do to win, but if you have the drive, I recommend it. FDA, good news, guys. FDA finds no evidence Ozempic and similar drugs called suicidal thoughts. No one even said they did. There was. This is so fucking dumb. I mean, yeah, Hollywood is just gonna jump on it. Every idiot is gonna just take it. Oh, it does that? Okay, here we go. I'm gonna take it. It's like there was a movie. It was not bad. It was kind of like a horror comedy that I watched a couple of years ago called The Stuff. That's like an 80s horror comedy. And that's about let me see if I can 1985 and shit. So it's about, well, I thought it was an ice cream. I don't know, maybe it's a yogurt. I don't know. Oh, I have to share the audio again. Great. You know how many times I forget that? Like, seriously. It's not even funny. Yes. I don't think I'll get a copyright notice. Just a trailer.
Enough is never enough. Enough is never enough of the stuff.
The stuff, the taste that makes you hungry for more.
This is the real trailer? Yeah, this is kind. I mean, it's a pretty interesting. I don't know. It's kind of a funny. I mean, there's parts where the effects are so like dated, but it's like funny. So I don't know. It's like it's sort of a B movie. Maybe it's. I don't know. It's like I don't know. Feel like it's purposely kind of a cheesy thing, but
Taste that delivers.
We interrupt this presentation with the following urgent message.
do not eat it.
Tonight, America is in grave danger.
Oh wow! Look, the guy from Goodfellas. I think he's dead now, but just to lighten the mood. Larry Cohen. Oh, I didn't
We
know
are
that.
under alien attack by a popular dessert
It's
known
like, it looks like fluff, marshmallow fluff and stuff. That's probably what they actually. I'm an idiot. I guess that's what they probably. They're like, it's a parody on fluff because fluff is like 0 calories basically. It's just marshmallow. But I don't recommend eating a whole jar of it or anything.
as the stuff.
But it's not, nobody would just eat it. Nobody would just eat only that.
More.
And this looks the same as fluff, but I guess it's supposed to be.
Here, Jason, take some.
No, don't eat that. There is something.
Whoa!
alive in
Holy
there.
shit! Reactor videos, reactor channels.
There's something alive in yogurt. It's called
Holy
benign bacteria.
Oh my
If
god!
the stuff is in your house, do not eat it. If you have it on your shelves, do not sell it.
Are you eating it, or is it eating you? Stuff. Buy stuff today. It's really weird though. Like it makes everybody become like a brain dead or whatever. And I guess it's aliens. I don't really know what it is. Oh look, it's free with ads on YouTube if you guys want to watch. I didn't know it was from one of the Coen brothers though. I can just go right into the movie here.
In this case,
Let me find that part that's funny with the effects because it's just so like over the top and like you can tell how they did the effects now. A lot of those what are they called again? Practical effects and shit, yo. We all know it's cum though. That's what they're trying to say, but everybody should know to stay away and not eat that. Where the hell was that scene at? What the fuck? Yeah, so there's this scene. His family gets taken over by it, and then I don't think I'm really spoiling. It's just whatever. Where is that fucking scene at? Where this black guy explodes or something? Maybe it's like earlier? Yeah, I guess I forgot that Goodfellas guy's in this. Hey, what are you doing? Why would you eat that? Oh, this guy's, yeah, hold on. No, that's not the scene. It's got to be around here somewhere. This is entertaining. Me looking for this for 20 minutes. Come on. Maybe it's later. Hold on. No. I need an assistant to look this up. Oh, this is it, I think. All right, I hope I don't get a notice for this, but it's like a 5-second.
Oh, Charlie. Hey, Charlie. Are you all right? Charlie, are you all right? What's the matter? Charlie, let go. Oh, God, Charlie.
Whoa. There he is. He's a puddle. He's a puddle now.
Touch you.
All right, so that's, yeah. It's fucking crazy. Now I'm a react channel. I just look at trailers and react. But if you're a react channel, you can't just sit there. You have to overreact. You have to why is I look at I don't know what's going on. Anywho. Hold on, let me share the news. Anyway, what was I doing? Let me go on. Let me go on Google News. Yeah, I don't understand why people are jumping on this drug when you can just she looks like a shriveled up crypt keeper now. Why would you want to like she wasn't even chubby. She wasn't even like chubby or anything, and she's I mean, I don't get like you are that age and you're still like obsessed with vanity like that. I just don't really get it. Is Ozempic making fat phobia worse? I mean, probably. Your body already has a built-in weight loss system. Let me guess, they're going to say diet and eat less. Yeah, they're just explaining like digesting stuff. Why would you do this when there's like, I mean, I just don't get why you would jump on this drug that's not for that, and it's like a side effect of that, you know. Oh, I just had 3 viewers and now they're gone. What happened? Were they bots? Somebody accidentally clicked on my video. Well, guess what? If you're pro Ozempic, you've got another thing coming here because I'm fucking talking shit about it. Okay? Okay? This isn't your friendly little radio podcast, your family friendly little radio podcast. Go ahead and click out of the video if you can't handle the truth of the way things are. Okay? You can go ahead and leave if you can't handle it. Oh my God. Is Ozempic making fat phobia worse? Fat phobia. So let me answer. No, because it's just how people are. This is normal human nature to want to look good. No one was ever actually fat positive. No one. Everybody acts like it. They go, okay, if you want to, and this is my philosophy also, like, yeah, okay, you know, do you want to be big? Do you want to be chubby and, you know, be unhealthy? That's fine. I'm not even going to call you unhealthy. I don't care. I don't even think, like, I mean, well, it is ironic, like the Lizzo stuff, like she got canceled. That was like a pretty funny moment. But I actually don't. Well, the thing is, yeah, it was weird, like having her as a role model for like. But honestly, they all end up losing weight, like I've talked about before. Megan Trainor, remember her? Which I did recently realize because she like one of her old songs was on somewhere. And I was like, was she just gone out of the public eye now because she had that one song about being kind of chubby, and now she's like, well, Lizzo came out, so Lizzo came out, and I'm not going to gain more weight. She lost weight too, I think. And that girl from the Pitch Perfect movies lost weight. Everybody did. Everybody liked that. Adele, they got mad at Adele because she lost weight. Okay, let's see. What is the opinion here? What is the woke angle here? As a moral, is this a joke here? As a moral philosopher. What? Is this person delusional? Let me go to her. Kate Manne is the author of Unshrinking: How to Face Fat Phobia. And oh my God, this is where we are in the country, guys. She's an associate professor of philosophy. Oh, that's what she said that. At Cornell University, where she's taught since 2000. She's a professor or associate, whatever. And she's a junior fellow at the Harvard Society of Fellows. Oh my God. I mean, from this picture, she doesn't even look fat, but it might be one of those cases where you get tricked. You guys, all the guys here know what I'm talking about. Am I right? You guys know what I'm talking about. You see the picture, and it's like one of those old MySpace pictures. It's just the head, and then, well, you see the full body. Yep. Not quite what you thought. I'm going to look her up because that's probably what's going on. Kate Manne. After 25 years, I've stopped dieting. I'm letting my body be fat. Again, she doesn't look fat here. That is pretty crazy. I don't understand how people gain weight differently. Like, when I gain weight, my head is bigger. It's almost like my skull gains it. My head gets bigger, my neck, like, it's all over my body. It's not just my belly or something like that. It's not just my lower half, which that's why a lot of guys can get tricked with those trick photos. But that must be son of a bitch. Is time gonna let me read it? It's still not showing what she actually looks like anywhere. There's our website. Where's the fatness at? Where? Hold on. Did she do a TED Talk or anything? Where the fatness at, yo? Is that her? Because that's like, I don't understand this. I really think this is like for attention now because I just don't. I'm gonna have to look on YouTube or something. Kate Manne. Oh my God. How male privilege and it hurts women. Oh, this has to be a speech. Not fat. Normal. Only like what is going on here? I mean, yeah, these are all like I can't see the lower half unless I don't get this. Where the fuck? Oh, man, this is annoying me. Let's see. Probably sitting down here too. Yeah. She's fat. I mean, now it's like, what are you like talking about? Like maybe she's. I mean, that's like average weight, you know. Yeah, I guess I can't find anywhere she's standing up. So, but I'm just guessing. Hold on. Yeah, like what? You're not even. You're like average build. What is she talking about? What is she talking about? I'm surprised she didn't get in trouble for saying she's fat and she's not. I wouldn't even like, even if I was a professor of philosophy, I really don't think I could ever call myself a philosopher. Oh, good. This is my engineer guy. You know, if you do come into the chat, he does what's called sniffing, server sniffing. So he will know who you are. He will he just knows everything about your computer, about where you are, who you are. He goes into your system, he knows all the stuff. So like just know if you're coming into the chat, you are exposed. Okay, just to be safe, for me to be safe, because I don't want something from your system to come into my stream. So he's going to be watching and hacking into your computers. But that's fine because you're on the internet. So, you know, you signed the YouTube agreement when you made an account. It said somebody can hack your system and control it. And you can't do, and he can, you know, go into all your personal info. No, just kidding. Just kidding if you're actually watching this or whatever, but I was kidding about him hacking, or was I? So this is pretty funny. The fact that she's not even fat makes this funnier because I mean, talk about just wanting to be like in that woke club. Like, yeah, I'm like, oh, I was made fun of because I was like, oh, like, no, what? You were made fun of when you were in like a kid in school? What? No one had that happen. You know how many people were chubby when they were like in middle school? And then like a lot of celebrities say that. Tons of celebrities say that. They're like, oh, they probably exaggerate it because they want like attention, sympathy or whatever. But fat people face routine discrimination in many. Well, okay. I don't know. I'm sick of people saying stuff is discrimination when it's just like, look, we can't, you know, that's the exception. It's again where the woke is all about catering to the exception, like the smallest percentage of any group. Like they're all like, oh, we need everything to cater to trans people, like gender neutral chairs for like, you know, planes and stuff. Make sure the chair isn't too masculine, like, or feminine. So this professor of philosophy, which is do not go if you go to college, which you should just not go now. But if you do go to college, do not like bother with philosophy classes. I mean, all you can probably do is be a philosophy professor, and anybody that's probably really hard to get because too many people are going to college. So it's kind of scary that you would lose weight that fast on it. Like that can't be normal. That can't be healthy. Why would anybody take this and go, oh wow, I lost like whatever, around 15% of a person's starting weight on average, but how quick? Like, this isn't what I wanted. So of course that would have side effects. Ozempic and other drugs come with risk and side effects like gastrointestinal distress, obviously, and the stuff those women had with permanent diarrhea, and then life-threatening bowel obstruction, and some reports increased suicidality. So that's apparently, or some reports say that. I didn't know that. There's also the crucial point that when people lost weight the old-fashioned way, they did not reap the health benefits it was assumed. What? I don't know if I can take this lady's opinion seriously, though, because so they're for diabetes, but it's like the side effect is like, oh, it actually helps you lose weight. So now everybody's going, yeah, let me do that. What if you like, it's like there was an old, I don't know if it was Mad TV or maybe in Living Color or like SNL, but Jim Carrey was on it. I'm not sure if he was guesting or if it was on in Living Color, but it was like this crazy diet thing that people kept losing crazy amounts of weight, and then at the end it was, it was like a tapeworm or it was like some kind of parasite and that's why they were losing the weight. I mean, obviously there's going to be some kind of crazy thing going on. 15% of a 300 person's weight is 45 pounds. Well, I mean, is that the whole amount? Oh, God, here we go. Wealthier white counterparts have access to greater thinness and thin privilege. What are you talking about? Oh, God, another study. I mean, at least she's, I guess, linking the papers, but what do you mean? Because they have more money or something? I mean, I do, like, agree about, like, poor people, like, it's like a cycle of keeping poor people unhealthy. Like there's something. It's like a plan, I think. I mean, not to get too crazy, not to go too down the rabbit hole, not to get all tinfoil hat. Guess what? They want us fucking sick and poor and dead. Okay? They want us dead and poor all at the same time. They want us eating fast food, and then, well, this is my opinion. All the poor people, all the like more lower income people, there's like this catch-22 because they eat terrible because, and one reason they do is because it's expensive to, in my opinion, I know some people don't agree with this, but it's like expensive to eat, or, well, I mean, it's obviously, this isn't even a debatable. It's really expensive to buy organic food all the time. It's like really fresh organic stuff is really expensive. I know you can you can get vegetables, and I don't know, there's probably a way to do it that's not, I don't know, but I still think that's a decent amount. Like, also it's like laziness, and it's like, oh, we're just working 2 jobs and we just eat terrible food fast, and like we just stay on that, and then they get diabetes, and they it's a cycle. Then they go to the doctor, and then they can't afford the health insurance, so then they keep buying the shittier food, and then the cycle repeats. And that's thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk, guys. Isn't that funny? Isn't that a funny phrase to say? Hashtag thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I speak in like internet slang. That's how I speak normally. So this is so yeah, I'm against Ozempic, but not for these fat phobia reasons that this lady thinks is skinny fingers. How do people, I don't understand how people just, this is AI. I think this is fake. She's not that skinny. She's never been that skinny. Oprah Winfrey admitted she'd use weight loss medication. Yeah, they're all taking it. You burn more calories? Why? If they don't know, here's the thing, like, if they're like, we don't know why it's doing this, that's a bad sign to me. Like, oh, we don't even know why. It's like, yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing. People not, like, researchers not knowing why people are losing tons of weight on it. Because, like, now you see this permanent diarrhea side effect, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, anything too good to be true, like your parents and grandparents used to tell you. If it's too good to be true, it is. You kids don't get it. You kids don't get it. Listen to your grandparents, kids. We are starting the revolution. Yeah, it's all, I mean, yeah, common sense is like kind of how I tell myself to, that's how I'm always like, well, I'm just common sense with everything. But like, you know, like the scribe, like guy who I've had on before, he was like, yeah, everybody thinks that they're common sense though. And he's right. I guess he's right. I mean, I didn't really consider that before. Like, well, I'm common sense, I always tell myself, but people that are really irrational probably also say that. I mean, would they admit, well, I'm pretty irrational, I'm pretty out there and crazy. Nobody's like, I'm not common sense, I'm like dumb. And I mean, I wish people would be that self-aware, but you know, reduces your appetite. Oh, this is okay. This is, some people find that Wegovy curbs their desire to drink alcohol. Wow. Oh, look how she's trying to turn this around now. Oprah Winfrey admits she used Ozempic after previously denying it, and now says, I'm done with the shaming. Oh, that's what it is? Really? I'm brave, and that's why I lied before, because I'm brave. Well, no, because I was being shamed, and that's why I lied before. And now when I'm saying this, it's like bravery, and it's not because I didn't want to be in the, you know, like you're fake. You're a piece of shit. You're fake. How does anybody think like Oprah is a real, like, she's like a fake, she's a fake person. She's like a brand. I mean, people that really think she's like, oh, she's down to earth. Oh, she's real. She's real, man. I'm done with the shaming. Oh, shame on people that shamed Oprah. She had taken the medication before Thanksgiving and credits the unnamed drug. Of course, it was Ozempic. Like, what else would it be other than that other one? Caused her to gain only half a pound over Thanksgiving. And now she's spinning it to say, oh, I was being shamed because I lost 40 pounds. I'm done with the shaming. Yeah, everybody's like, what are you talking about? Yeah, you're full of shit. I now use it as I feel I need it, as a tool to manage not yo-yoing. I'm absolutely done with the shaming. Well, here's what happened. People saw that you lost a ton of weight all of a sudden, and they said, well, obviously that's not normal. That's shaming? How dare you shame her by saying it looks like this thing that's obvious to everyone else happened? You shouldn't have said that, because that's shaming. Yeah, she was always up and down all the time in the 90s. Like, I just remember one month it would be like that, another month even bigger or something. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, I was like, why don't you just stay chubby if you're gonna just, like, I don't know. I don't know. Same thing with Kirstie Alley too, but she's dead. I keep bringing up people that are dead now, but this podcast is called hey, remember those dead celebrities? Remember those dead people? There is a stigma and a condescension when you lose weight fast. Yeah, first of all, it's not healthy. It's not healthy to yo-yo like back and forth like that. I mean, I know actors do it, for like Robert De Niro, and you know, did it for Raging Bull and stuff, but it's obviously not healthy to like starve yourself, and then like 2 months later you're like 300 pounds. Who thinks that's a good idea? Like, who thinks that's not going to lead to something? What a piece of what a like loser. Man, she's so like what a good person. What a great person. Everybody's like, "Oh, Oprah's like amazing." She's like endorsed pieces of shit over and over again. She's been like, "Hey, buy this guy's book," and then it turns out they're like a cult leader. And then she had that Oprah School for Girls that had like allegations come out. I think sexual ones too. Oprah's like my girl, like for real. Like she's my girl. Oprah is like my hero. Like literally, I would like eat her like dirt off her foot because she is my frigging she is my frigging hero. Yeah, somebody said Kelly Clarkson did it too. Let me that's pretty crazy that is a pretty good idea. I have to say, if you're an alcoholic, maybe then I would try this, because if that's true that you would lose all desire for alcohol, I don't know why that would happen. That's pretty weird. But how, like, why? Man, this reminds me. There was like I used to read books by this guy, Robin Cook, who like was an actual doctor, and then he just started writing medical fiction stuff, like horror medical stuff, and like a bunch of his books are just like about like this, like a crazy drug comes out that everybody loves, and then it turns out it has crazy side effects that makes people kill people or something like that. We just look up like one of the plots because did I talk? I feel like I talked about him on my podcast years ago or something. Yes, he's also a physician, so don't let it stop you. You can achieve your dreams if you're just like a working Joe. You can achieve your dreams and become an American novelist. Even if you're overseas, you can just say you're an American novelist. Yeah, he's American, I guess he's a doctor. Oh, he has his MD. He's from Brooklyn and shit. Yeah, he wrote let me see what this book's about. Let's see. Yeah, somebody starts donating their eggs for infertile patients. Everything goes peacefully till they complete their doctoral studies. And then they try to find out what happened with their eggs, and guess what? I guess that's where it goes wrong. It doesn't say, but it doesn't really say what happens. Guess they're trying not to spoil it. The major theme is the issue of cloning and organ theft. What did I read? God Player? I think I might have read this one. God Player. It is a medical thriller. It doesn't say. It doesn't. For God's sake, man. What's it about? Ugh. I don't know. I read Fatal Cure. No, I don't know what I read. I know there was one about Alzheimer's drug. Maybe that was the one. I don't know. Well, I know this was like a movie too. So this is about people with comas. And okay, I don't really remember. Again, it's not saying what these are about. Anyway, they're about medical stuff going wrong. I don't know. That was a fail of trying to look up books, but oh yeah. Well, everybody's talking about, what is everybody talking about? The Oscars, or what was it? The one. God damn it. Right, the Oscars, or was it the Grammys? Oh, it's the Golden Globes. So that's not as big a deal as the Oscars. So people online were like, oh, Taylor was like pissed. Taylor was pissed. So he's kind of I don't know. I mean, I don't know why he said this. Like, oh yeah, it was a little weird. Like, don't apologize. Like, I mean, maybe it's not exactly an apology, but he understands the backlash over the Taylor Swift joke. I mean, are you kidding? This is like, I don't know. I really like. First, we had the Chris Rock or the Will Smith thing, and I mean, look, at least Joe Coy didn't get attacked on stage. But it was such a fucking lame. I mean, yeah, I'm not saying it was like funny or anything, but just the fact that she would get upset at this, like, you're on the top of the world. Like, what are you? Why do you care? Are you kidding? Like, you have no, like, his remark is going to do anything. I mean, so I know some people are like, even The View said, she should shake a joke. The View even said that. So, like, some people are. It's funny, I was joking about being like a Taylor Swiftie. More Taylor Swift news, guys. Another Taylor update. Hey, all you Swifties out there. Hey, all you Swifties out there. Hey, we got a new Taylor. I wish I had those entertainment. I'll go back and try to find that. This one. All right, we're back with more Taylor news, guys. I know you got a lot of Swifties in the office. In the office. No, in the audience. Like Meatball Hero here in the chat. Shout out to my boy in the chat here. He is a big Swiftie. He's like the biggest Swiftie I know. He loves Taylor. This is the entertainment gossip section of the guy in his room. Thanks for my boy being in the chat here, because I know he wants me to do a Swiftie update. All right, guys. So I know last time when I talked about Queen Taylor, I talked about her in the NFL and stuff, I think. And, I've been following that, obviously, with rabid attention. I mean, I just can't get enough of Travis Kelce and of Travis Tailvis. What's the name they gave the Taylor Kel Swifties? I don't know, whatever. But I'm really excited because I'm a big Swiftie. But anyway, I gotta say, I've been like really upset about Joe Coy making this like very mundane like middle of the road, not a shot at all, but everybody's calling it that he took a shot at her. That's how pathetic people are now, guys. Joe Coy, he took a shot. Did you guys know that he took a shot at Taylor? He can't see now in 2024. People don't make jokes like that's an old hateful thing people used to do, is try to be funny and make jokes. We here at a Gaius Room, like, we do not support trying to be funny, like, and thinking you're going to make a joke or whatever. Like, are you kidding me? Like, that's hateful conduct, and I will report you to whatever authorities I have to report you to. I will say that you sexually assaulted me. If you say anything to me, that's kind of a joke. I will say that I feel unsafe. That's a good one. I have many different things I say. I say I feel unsafe. I say you're literally putting my life at risk right now. I will just say to someone who's trying to like roast me or joke with me. There's a lot of, So she can't even handle like oh God, this guy shouldn't be. All right, I just have to be like I'm hold on. I'm no like professional comedian. And I'm sure this is I mean, look, on one hand, yeah, it's hard to because he said he didn't. Well, I'll say it this way. It's hard probably with whatever writers they gave him to be funny. To do this, like the Golden Globes now, and try to be funny, you're like, you might as well just like sign up to be canceled. Like that's what you're doing. That's what people were saying when Jimmy Kimmel did it, like last year or whenever that was. And they're right. I mean, there's nothing you can do. You just have to prepare to be attacked and called hateful for making the lamest joke about Taylor Swift being on camera. Here's the joke, guys. So Taylor Swift's here. I'm guessing that's what he said. Hey guys, how you doing? Joe Coy here. So so you fake laugh. Well, everybody's having fun here. Anyway, so Taylor's here. Yeah, hey Taylor, how's it going? Yeah, so we came on after a football doubleheader. The big difference between the Golden Globes and the NFL, on the Golden Globes, we have fewer camera shots of Taylor Swift. Dead silence. So, I mean, as you can see, as you can hear by those words, like, I'm surprised she didn't like cry and sue him, because I'm surprised somebody didn't, like, I don't know, attack him and maybe end his life or whatever, because he deserves, like, I would say minimum, like, life without parole for that. Like, and I don't mean just like banned from the Golden Globes and comedy. I mean just literally on death row, or life without. I'm not saying death row, okay? But he probably should be at least minimum like attacked to an inch of his life for that joke, for like that extremely even more tame than the one Chris Rock did about. I mean, he did nothing about even how she looked. He said she's famous. That the punchline of that joke is she's really famous right now. So that's really hateful to say that someone's really famous. It says there's a video. Oh, I have to share it though. The fog, yeah. I have to share it to like. Joe Coy says it's a weird joke. Oh, how it fell flat. Yeah, okay, that's one thing to say, but I was trying to make fun of the NFL using cutaways. No, it didn't. Taylor Swift is a crazy psycho. Okay, I'm just gonna say she's a crazy psycho because, first of all, it's kind of like Harry and Meghan to me because she's like, she hates criticism like so much, like acts like people won't leave her alone a little bit about dating, that she keeps dating different men and the thing is though, she like it seems like to me that she engineers these as PR campaigns. Like, I'm dating a new guy, all my fans have to know it. And I feel like I saw a quote or heard of a quote of her saying that she likes messing with the fans and making them read into stuff. I'm pretty sure she said something like that. So like, and to me, every time she dates someone new, there's a coordinated PR campaign about it. And this is the worst one. Like, this is the worst one. And, you know, I mean, if she does break up with this guy and then dates and tries to do this again, basically, like that is gonna not work in my opinion. I don't that actually would be pretty funny. I kind of hope that happens now because they're really playing up her relationship with this football guy. Like so much that they're acting like, oh, this is meant to be. This is a fairy tale romance. This is like meant to be. But, you know, they're going to break up probably. And then she's going to try to do it again, another PR campaign with whoever's the next guy, you know, like this could be, this also like, I'm picturing like how Madonna is now, like can't accept aging at all. Like isn't it like can't, like, I don't understand. I just don't get it. I'm not a Madonna fan at all, but there was like one or two albums where I was like, you know, but this was probably the like sort of early 2000s where I thought she was kind of, oh, this is a little more mature, like, because she was like, I don't know. I thought for a second she was starting to get more mature. That's what I mean. Because her music got a little better, like almost not just pop, whatever. But then she turned like a certain age, and then it's weird how that happened. Like, and then she, I think it was breaking up with that guy Richie guy, and then she went back to trying to be like a teenager. Like it's really weird, but some kind of breakdown happened or something. The adrenochrome wore off, I guess, and like the eating of the, you know, children and stuff she must have ran out of like virgin blood or whatever. Yeah, I'm not like a Joe Coy fan, but like that was the like that, I mean, what is the, I mean, if you asked for like the most tame joke ever, if somebody went like, you know what, and I bet this happened too, actually. I bet you that some of the writers or producers were like, hey, take it easy on Taylor if she shows up, because she really can't handle any kind of criticism. And then he says the most tame joke ever about the cameras show her a lot. Oh, she's really famous right now, you know? And then she gets mad. I mean, if somebody, like I said, like if you were like, hey, let's do a Taylor Swift joke, but like not really a joke, just make it the most tame thing, like she could possibly not ever possibly be offended. That's what you would think of. Like Chat GPT would come up with one. And I'm going to ask it right now because we're going to do it live. You tell me it's Taylor's. To tell at an awards show. Tell me a I hope they don't understand what I'm saying here. Can you tell me a very tame Taylor Swift joke to tell at an award show? Here we go. Sure. Here's a Did I do this before? Or did some other podcast do this? Why did Taylor Swift bring a ladder to the award show? Because she thought the competition was going to be up there. Oh my God, that's so bad. Okay, Joe Coy is a little better than that, actually. I mean, look, I like this. I appreciate this tip by ChatGPT, by the way, here. Remember to consider the audience in the event's tone to ensure the joke is appropriate for the occasion. So there you go, guys. Some PC advice there. Don't offend anybody. Don't tell any jokes that are... Don't... Remember to consider the tone, okay? That's kind of something that you hear from people that have never even gone to a stand-up show or, like, have a misconception about stand-up, like, and they try to tell you how stand-up is, like they know what they're talking about. Hey, when you're up there, make sure you consider the tone of the audience. What does that mean? What's the tone of the event? It's to celebrate all the great celebrities. Look, no one's going to outdo Ricky Gervais's roasting of the celebrities. No one's going to go out there and be nearly like that anymore. I mean, he was the end of edgy hosts. Like, that's it. After that, they said, hey, they like apologized in there for like Ricky Gervais. Like, they said, like, yeah, we're not. He basically burned the bridge, though. I think he on purpose did that or something. Yeah, that's it, though. There's not, no one is ever going to be funny on there anymore, or on any of those shows anymore. TV's dead. Yeah, so that was the very mean, very, very mean. Like, shame on Joe Coy for that. I mean, so yeah, I also, maybe to close out here, I was like, I keep saying stuff about Boeing airplanes being very unsafe. Let's see if Boeing comes up in the news here. This is pretty terrible. Boeing stock is going down. Well, that's not a surprise. I think I have to put some news music on it. This is the last time. Don't worry. Boeing is in the news today as Boeing stock tumbles after a report warns investigation will open a whole new can of worms. On CNN, apparently, as if Boeing didn't need any more bad news, a scathing report from Wall Street on Tuesday cast doubt on Boeing's ability to pass a new federal safety audit. World Economic Forum? Fuck this shit. Even CNN is reporting on it, at least. Man, I don't want to go off on a tangent. So there's been a ton of problems with Boeing, not just this year, but like, I mean, there's been a lot of bad shit with Boeing, and I was like, I don't fly ever like anymore, but like, whenever I fly, I'm gonna have to make sure it's not a Boeing now. And I don't even know if that's possible or like how easy that is to not have one. After part of part of an Alaska Airlines MAX 9 jet fell off the plane mid-flight. That's one thing that happened. Left a gaping hole in the side of the plane, like the beginning of Fight Club. Remember that part of Fight Club where he has like he has a vision of like everybody being sucked out of the plane. That's basically what Boeing tried to copy that. So this is like, and people are saying that, some of the people I follow on X or Twitter are saying this is because of DEI stuff, that they're just hiring people because they're brown or whatever. I mean, which is a really smart, like, if you, hey, Biden did that before. He had 2 criteria, and that was woman and brown. Well, he said African American probably, but so they keep saying, oh, don't worry, we're going to have to take a hard look at our quality practices. They're not mentioning DI here, of course. I mean, this is crazy, man. Okay, so there was, I'm pretty sure there's a documentary on Netflix about one of these crashes. This is the one I was thinking of. They had 737 MAX is the problem here, apparently, because that's the plane that was in 2 crashes, one in Indonesia in October 2018 and one in Ethiopia in March 2019. Together, they both killed 346 people and led to a 20-month grounding of those jets. You would think, oh, I guess the company's going under then, because, we live in a just society where, like, if somebody does something wrong, they get punished, right? Nope. Too big to fail. Too big to fail. We're going to get bailed out. World Economic Forum. Okay, so I kind of want to see. I do kind of want to see what they say about the World Economic Forum here. So on CNN, it has World Economic Forum kicks off amid global turmoil, and they're just going to. I just kind of want to see how they. Sorry about the ad. So if this ad stops, I will. This is what we need right now, is the World Economic Forum to have more meetings and make more plans. Have more this is just crazy dystopian. Good thing Boeing stocks did take a tumble. Oops. Here we go, guys.
Many of the world's richest and most powerful people are gathering for the forum's annual meeting. The world is facing major challenges. That is not surprising. Sunday marked 100 days since Hamas attacked southern Israel on October 7th.
Yeah.
In Tel Aviv, crowds gathered for what they called the 100 Days of Hell rally. In Gaza, the Hamas-controlled health ministry says the death toll has surpassed 24,000 people, with more than 60,000 injured. That conflict is. Last week, the U.S. and U.K. struck back. Ukraine is approaching the 2-year mark and shows no sign. First challenges might enjoy Ukraine, all the country is. We mentioned the attacks, coordinated attacks from the UK and the US in response to the Houthi strikes. That was hoped to be dismantling, at least attempt to dismantle some of the Houthis' weaponry and their systems and their capabilities. Just a few hours ago, we saw the Houthis launch another attack at a U.S. container ship.
When a reporter stands in the snow,
how concerned are you, right?
They're seriously like a journalist.
Now, about what we're seeing in Gaza, expanding beyond just Gaza.
I think it's impossible to keep the war primarily in Gaza. There are too many avenues for escalation. The Americans are unable to deter the Houthis from further attacks in the Red Sea.
It's a fake green screen snow effect.
Especially given the support the Iranians continue to provide them. The Americans also cannot deter Netanyahu and the war cabinet in Israel from the minister. The entire country is like, we have to get rid of Hamas.
The WAF.
We have to. The attendees here, most of the countries here, actually view the war is a genocide against the Palestinians. That is very far from where the Americans are. Even Democrats that support the Palestinian cause, most of them wouldn't say that. So talking about just how divided the world is in an environment where the U.S. is the only policeman out there is a real challenge.
And let's talk about the other war, because these two, in a way, are connected. Last year here at Davos, all of the focus will have to agree to, and that is
the Russians. Look, we just had
Zelensky. All right, so that wasn't really about the WEF at all. Sorry. Man, I can't believe how bad Boeing is. So there's a second lawsuit over the MAX 9 blowout. Wow. So they picked a retired admiral to review safety in manufacturing planes. I mean, yeah, you like, I don't know how people are going to ever. It's really bad. And some people were saying there's a conspiracy. They don't want people to fly anymore. They don't want people to travel. Yeah, kind of. That might be happening because the pandemic, they just shut down travel everywhere. And before that, like everybody was traveling everywhere. They were all about travel. Every girl on dating apps was like, here's where I went. And it was like all these pictures of places they flew to. Now, like, I mean, I guess people are probably did start going traveling again, but like this is gonna definitely, man, I can't believe this. Yeah, I would be like, hey, you guys want to take a Boeing? I would just not, Anyway, so but anyway, stay safe out there, guys. And there was supposedly a snowstorm here and in the East Coast, sort of. But it didn't really, I mean, it snowed a little bit here, but anyways, I just want you guys to stay safe out there and stay safe from like really hateful attacks, like saying that, you're on cameras a lot if you're famous. Like we got to feel sorry for Taylor is what I think as a country. More importantly than those overseas wars and like all this other blah blah whatever. Let's cry for Taylor. Like I'm crying and I'm saying a little prayer. I'm lighting a candle. I'm doing a vigil tonight. If you want to come over for Taylor, her feelings being hurt over that joke. So join me if you want. A guy in his room. I said we're a very devoted Swifties here. So join me in that vigil where we cry for that joke for Taylor. Yeah. Girl, like, I feel for you. You're my bae and shit. I just cry for Taylor night after night, day after day. We're Swifties. For real. We keep it 100 on the Swiftie community. So let's all join hands and say a prayer for Taylor to get over that hateful, misogynistic joke. Because if you say any joke about a woman, you're a misogynist, sexist pig that should die. Just kidding. For YouTube. I'm kidding. YouTube, don't cancel me. No, I'm going to be canceled like Joe Coy. He's canceled. He's done. He should be done, and he should never be allowed to do comedy. Fuck him. Anyway, see you next time, guys. Thanks for if anyone watched, thank you. Thanks. See you next Tuesday or whatever. New episodes at least by Wednesday every week, yo. Yeah. Where's the stop button?